Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Roll With It RPG. It is Vampire the Dark Ages night with us tonight. Uh, it's been exactly 1 month since our last session. Uh, so if you've returned, hi, welcome back. We will probably do this again next month. And probably even every month following, because I'm super inconsistent. Anyway, let's hop in to where we were last time and get ready to go. So in our last session, the coterie still managed to not connect with each other. Dragomir is still having his soul healed by Nahum. Oliver was dragged into a continuation of the Belai hunt. Asmodeus and Casper split for the last of the night, leaving each other to their own whims, with plans all to meet up with Oliver, hopefully, the next night. Uh, Oliver, along with the Salubri warrior knightess Kawiwa El Chiduba, thanks for looking that up last session, aka Muscle Mommy, went to the Cappadocians in order to gain some potential information on their prey. Similarly, Asmodeus went to them seeking information about spirit magics. Uh, Unfortunately, they never met up to exchange any of the information or synchronize their watches or any of the such. Uh, One did manage to set up a meeting with the Cappadocian elder, Abraham. The other had a temporary curse of malaise placed upon him from a spirit, angered by the Cappadocian Marcus and his attempt to channel that information. Casper visited the library of the merchant Jurgen in hopes that his library would have clues to the prince's mission of bringing an end to the potential of deadly sin possessions in the populace of Jerusalem, though no evidence beyond Dragomir's possession has popped up thus far. In his meeting with Jurgen, it was revealed that Jurgen's curiosity has been piqued due to Casper and Tiffany's visits and has sparked in him the need to look into the oddities that they were looking into. This may have put him on the path of revealing some of the secrets of the creatures of the night. Maybe even the secret of vampirism. Lastly, Asmodeus came back to his lair to find a belligerent werewolf waiting for him. And that is where we left off, with him standing face to snout with an angry full wolf form uh werewolf. But you know, it'd be smart to like pick up where that left off. Instead, we're going to jump over to Casper, who's currently helping Jurgen pick up his book mess. All right, so Casper, uh you've gone upstairs, you're helping Jurgen collect and at least like reorganize the fallen over stack, if not started to put the whole thing up. So what are you doing?
Uh, I'm gonna see if I can figure out how he has things organized and like try to actually put things where they look like they go so
Okay.
that it doesn't look weird that I'm like looking at like every book up here to see what if it's something that might be helpful.
Okay. Uh, it's definitely going to be an perception roll.
Hmm. Like academics maybe?
Yeah, I was going to open up
Yeah.
a sheet to help me like
Hmm.
figure what I wanted to call. Actually, make it an investigation perception roll.
Okay.
Um,
And
Difficulty 6, like it's an average type of. 2 successes. Uh, he's he has them from like what has stayed on the shelves, from what you tell, kind of a loose organization of uh binding techniques, like because each binding technique tends to put it with a certain bookbinder uh specifically, so he knows like who made each of the books he owns. So like a quick cursory glance at each spine is basically all you'll require to like throw them up on the shelves to reorganize them as they were. But a perception alertness roll or alertness perception roll will help you like actually make that a subterfuge perception roll to surreptitiously look at each one like you're trying to figure out where they're going to try to gather the information you're going for.
Okay. I don't think my specialty would help with that, so
2 successes. Now let's find out if he even notices. That one. There. I need you to make a perception alertness roll.
would attentive work on this?
Yes, absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
6 successes. Very nice.
Now you're just showing off.
So yeah, as you're like picking up a book and examining it to figure out where it goes on a shelf, you notice that he has like he has picked up on what you're doing. Like he realized, like watching you, just the brief moments that you knew exactly where the books needed to go before you opened it to start looking at them. But he doesn't seem to say anything. He just, you've noticed, he's noticed. Or
He knows
now
that
you
I
know that
that
he knows that, yes, exactly.
Yeah. We just gotta keep being helpful.
All right. One last alertness perception roll.
All right. Would attentive work on this one?
Yes.
Okay. Just didn't know what it was for, so I figured I'd ask.
4 successes. So as you're putting all of them up, you're starting to get to the ones that are not like there are no binder matches. They're all easily noticeable as ones that were surrounding the book that you're trying to repair. Right? They're like this collection of older, no particular known book binder to him collection of these individual things, and you pick up one that as you glance at it to try to figure out where it goes, you realize that it is on the another thing about Solomon, except it's like a deep dive on actual like interactions between like the spirits, whether they're the dead or beings from like the ether, and how he dealt with them or supposedly dealt with him. Uh, and the quick look to try to figure out where it goes lets you know that this is kind of written like third person, maybe even fourth person. Someone told someone who told someone this.
Interesting. I'm just gonna like kind of like start like glancing like with it open. I'm gonna like the easier ones. I'm gonna like while I'm doing this pick them up and kind of like do them offhanded. Like oh, just do that one here. Like while I'm reading, just like that one goes
Okay.
there.
Does something have your interest? You seem a
Oh,
little distracted.
oh, it's just another book about what we were talking about earlier with Solomon. Uh,
Oh, huh.
it's just it's it must have been in the stack that you had found the other book from, and then this one must have been popped up next to it. So I'm just kind of like going through it. Like I hold it up like this way while I'm reading, so we can like read the if there's anything written on the spine. I'm not sure.
there's there's
Or on
no
the
like
cover.
title on the spine. There is some specific uh like barely legible like stamped leather decoration that has been worn down to the point of not being able to tell anything beyond it seems to be two figures with one like not sharing the same plane of stance as the other, like one is up higher or maybe one is like on a lower ledge or something.
Uh, what can I like see from my first cursory glance? Anything like pop out, or is it something I'm gonna have to sit down and really like pour into?
So what's alertness for? Um, you get the general idea of like quick flipping through it. Whoever's recorded this has done so in almost like it's non-linear because they've broken it into type of spirit, but you'll be like you'll read through and it'll have a notation to jump to this section if you want to go through it as it was told. But there's a section on like dealing with ghosts, there's a section on dealing with jinn, there's a section on dealing with demons, and each one can be tied to the next through like a brief essay at the beginning of each. But to get a full view of the whole of whatever it's talking about, it's got to be read sequentially. So you'll be flipping back and forth throughout the whole thing to get a full idea.
So it's basically like a short paragraph table of contents.
Yeah.
Kind of like if you want to learn about this, it's you flip back to here, and then this description flip back to here.
Yep.
Odd, or maybe it's not. It
No,
might be
that's.
totally normal right now. Who's to say? Uh, I'm just kind of gonna. I'm gonna take a cue for what he always does when he's like, like just uh, stops paying attention to the world. I'm just gonna pretend like I'm just like so entranced I don't hear anything. I'm just
Okay.
gonna like
Give me a subterfuge manipulation roll.
Oh, well, this is going to be a good one. Oh no.
I mean, you think you're doing a pretty good job of being entranced by the item. He doesn't seem to say anything about it. Just keeps going. As you're like flipping through and he's putting stuff up, you begin to feel that the encroachment of the sun. Like you can feel it. Like it's maybe an hour till like you have sunrise.
Um, could I think I can't remember if we discussed this last week or if I talked to you about it. Use celerity to try and read through it like faster so I can get through the book um, before I have to go.
We did. And I determined that you can use celerity
Okay.
to read faster, but you'll have to make athletics dexterity roll not to tear pages
Oh
as you
yeah, that's right.
go.
Let's see. How old does this book look?
It's 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 at least 100.
Oh, that's not that bad. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna like sit down and just be like,
Gonna Johnny Five it.
yeah.
All right. Spend your blood point. Make an athletics dexterity roll. Uh, Difficulty will be 8.
Ah.
It's paper that you're moving at super speed.
Well, it's probably not paper. It's like
Oh, vellum.
human skin. You know, that's what everything's written on.
Well,
Yeah.
in some cultures, maybe.
Yeah. You said dexterity.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Luckily, I have one luck point left tonight, so let's hopefully this goes well-ish. It did not. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Okay, go for it.
That's a lot better.
That's a lot better. All right, so it takes like roughly 6 to 12 seconds to page through the whole thing, like at top speed. Because you still want to be at least
Oh yeah.
somewhat delicate with the turn,
Mhm.
so you're not like yanking it and turning. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Uh, so yeah, you managed to get through it. You learn a few things. One, this has not like notations, but you notice that there is like secondary and third meanings written into each section. The type of thing where you're going to have to sit down and like notate out of it. That the person who recorded this is hiding information within the information.
Gotcha. They're trying to
Uh,
be real sneaky.
right. Uh, the thing you notice after that is that the book's binding may have it at roughly 100 years old, but the further you get into it, the newer the notations are, making it up into the last 50 to 40 years. But the weathering on the pages, specifically the amount of like dust that comes up as you're turning, suggests that this has not been opened in a while. So none of it is Jurgen's doing. He's gotten it and not touched it. And then the third thing you notice is it makes note of a name, uh, a wise man who taught Solomon, supposedly, his magics, and the name is Malk. It makes reference to this Malk person at least once in each section.
Like Malk,
Malk. Yep.
Miak.
That's how you fight trolls.
True.
Fresh Miak. Uh, and then each spirit type that it goes through, it suggests that there is like an overlaying of existence, and then that overlayer is split amongst different competing realities, and that Solomon came across this information traveling like an ethereal sea of some sort. That he went to all these different worlds, and he makes reference to certain unknowable beings that he thinks there might be, or thought there might be, three specific beings that are in charge of the whole, and at no time does this person's interpretation of what they heard suggest that Solomon thinks that there is a being above those three, like, say, a god. He seems to equate one with a dragon, one with a spider, and one with like a light, like the sun or maybe a distant star.
And if only this guy could have written much more clearly. Is there? Okay. So how much time did you say that probably took me?
6 to 12 seconds.
Oh, I was expecting like 20 minutes. Must
No,
not be a very big book. Okay. Um,
I mean, if you want to read it, it's going to be a bit. But that is
I don't really have time for that though. I've
like
got like,
surface textual
yeah.
information that you're able to get from it.
I look up to see if he's like popping around.
He's he's still busy. He's slowed in his work, and it's not like distracted by something slowed. Like it's I got up like super early and I'm still
Yeah.
kind of tired slow.
Yeah. We're just gonna be uh, like Jurgen. Um, uh, I think I'll be going. I won't take up too much more of your night. Would it be possible for me to borrow this and return it shortly? Was really wanting
Um,
to get through it.
may I? when he holds out his hands.
Yeah.
He grabs it, flips it over, like opens it up for a little bit, and then closes it, and a little puff of dust comes out from the slam. And he's like, "I've not read this." Yes, of course.
I'll let you
I would
know
love to
how good it
hear.
is. Yeah.
Love to hear what you uh, managed to get out of it, and then I'll hopefully have time to read over it myself.
Right. And until I'll return once I've finished it to check on the process of obtaining the rest of the items that we need for the restorations.
Oh yes, of course. See you tomorrow night, or however long it takes.
I'm gonna head out,
All right,
like
heading to
hit me
just
with
a
a
spot.
oh, and I'll yawn.
Uh, Subterfuge manipulation. It it's a common thing that you've probably had to mimic a lot. Like a lot of vampires probably have to mimic a lot.
Eh,
Okay,
I didn't drag my ear up. I didn't like accidentally like bite my own hand or anything.
you didn't fake yawn and wake yourself up more.
Yeah.
No,
All
Dragomir would have fake yawned and then bit out the guy's neck, probably.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened.
That's true.
Then I would have showed up and saved the day.
He like you yawn and then Jurgen lets out like a big legitimate yawn from having watched you just yawn.
Nice. Got him. Just like a human. I just hope he wasn't paying too much attention while I was going.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you head out.
Mhm.
The guards, the one who went to wake up Jurgen's like, I'm still very sorry. And like I said, before you went in, we're to all let you pass. We've all, at least according to Master Jurgen, we've all seen your face. So
Oh,
I do
like I said,
beg your
you
forgiveness.
must do your job. Doing your job is quite important. If you just let everyone through that said they belong, well, you wouldn't be a very good guard.
That is both true and gracious of you for saying it out loud. You have a good day, sir. Father.
And you have a good rest of your evening and the day forthcoming. I'm just gonna kind of like walk out.
Gonna find a nice tucked away spot nearby to meld.
I'm gonna try and get towards Bernardus's house over in that direction before I do.
Okay. He's roughly like center-ish of this in the city. So it doesn't take an overly long amount of time. Maybe 10 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna find a nice spot like right by Bernardus's house, and then I'm just gonna pop down and get ready.
Survival perception.
I don't know why I can never find anything on here. Uh,
2 successes. I mean, fairly decent spot nearby. There's a stable in the back of these buildings and a nice little cul-de-sac alleyway where there doesn't seem to be any heavy foot traffic, or at least the last time you were down there wasn't any foot traffic to easily meld with the ground there.
I shall do so. I sleep now.
All right, Dragomir. Last time, I told you that you could feel the sun's pull coming on, but not the urge to sleep.
Right.
Uh,
I'm safe here.
you find yourself, still floating in that black space. A light guiding you towards it after having heard Nahum's voice. But the light begins to fade. Like it starts to dim a little bit, and you can feel that like connection to it like be eclipsed, like something has gotten in the way of it.
Okay. Can I assume that maybe it's because, like, with the sun approaching, he has gone to sleep and is no longer guiding necessarily, but I'm essentially left to my own devices for the day.
I mean, you could assume that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I will in the direction that I remember that light, or that, I don't want to say warmth. That'd be kind of weird. I don't feel warmth. Yeah, in the direction that light was going, the calling, I'm gonna attempt to continue to move myself that way.
Okay. It's willpower, as it has been
Yep.
previously. The difficulty has increased by 1 because your guiding point has somewhat vanished.
Was it 7 before? Now it's 8, or is it
It
7 now?
It's
It is
8
8 now. Okay. This is gonna go well. No, it didn't go well. There's
I mean, you don't move.
I don't move, right?
You find yourself kind of just floating, no particular direction to be pulled in either way. You don't hear the anguished voices of your past life, and you don't feel a pull in the direction you were headed.
I feel like I've been put on hold, and no one's coming back for a while.
Unfortunately, their music has not yet been invented, so
Right.
just
There's
silence.
a deadline. Okay. I let's see. Oh, I can't get that. Can I use? No, not that. I don't even know if he could hear me if I did that. Can I try to use one of my abilities, invade the mind, and see if like if he's gone to sleep, or if something is preventing him from, I guess, guiding me.
Let's find out. Make sure I got that open in front of me.
Yeah.
Oh, I must have passed it.
That's
Sensory. Fate the month.
the problem. Is I think my difficulty is their willpower.
Their current willpower points, not
Yeah.
their maximum
True.
willpower.
That's probably good. That's probably good.
Doesn't take a blood point. So yes, you will be capable of doing it.
Okay.
If you can beat his difficulty.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay. Yeah, I'll because I think it's I can send a message, right? Or I can send I don't remember how long it could be.
Well, there's no like limit.
Oh, okay.
We're basically using it as the modern identical power, which is telepathy.
Okay.
Which is you're just putting a thought in someone's mind. The difference is you're letting them know it's you before.
Okay. So I'm going to just send him a message and say that my destination has been obscured. I'm not sure if I should try to push forward or what to do from here.
Okay.
So, guess what's my difficulty?
The difficulty is 7.
Nice.
He had to spend a couple willpower points to do what he's doing to you.
Yeah. Excellent. Excellent. I told you guys the balance was coming.
Okay.
Now, I feel like I don't know why it doesn't say it, but is that not a botch?
9.
Oh.
That is a botch.
Yeah.
No, I think it's if he doesn't have any successes before they're removed. Pretty sure if everything would have been below 7 and you had at least 1-1.
Let's find out for sure.
Okay. Man, I don't want to
would be real
limit my
bad.
I mean, it's not. I told you guys the balance was coming. I will equal the dice karma.
I did this to you.
I'm the Will Wheaton of this group right now.
Bodycraft. Book of Dawn, Book of Anubis. From Break, Wuhan, Mortality, Bulgaria, Pure Beasta, Burning, Burns. Botch is not under bees. So maybe success?
If I can figure out how to make my thing onto the crap, I always forget how to do that. Nope.
Here.
Maybe roll.
There we go.
All the words appearing into my mind are not the correct ones. Dice pool, dice rolling, 320, 366. No successes. You had 2,
Okay.
so he is correct.
Okay. Cool. I suppose that's good. That would be bad.
Yeah, I'm always probably going to need a reminder of that one because my brain's like, that's a lot of ones. That's obviously a botch.
Should be. I mean, yeah, that's why I thought it would be one, but apparently I've just rolled enough times to not have any successes and botch. So that's
All right, so you reach out with your mind in an attempt to connect to Nahum's, and you get nothing. It's like he's not there at all, or it could entirely be like you're just not able to get out of your own head at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can't get to him.
Okay. No. I will I guess I've tried to use my willpower to move forward. I can't get ahead to him. I don't feel anything coming from behind me at this point. Could try that one. That sounds like a really bad idea. Uh, um, I guess I'll just stay put.
Yeah.
I don't really have another option ahead of me. I mean, I could try to use the Malkavian time thing, but the cobwebs, I don't know if that's a good idea. My the lizard's already reached out to me once, so. But yeah, I'll wait, I guess, unless something happens.
Just float.
Yep,
He's a floater.
I'm a floater.
All right. Please give me a conscience roll and a courage roll.
For me, you said?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Conscience and courage?
Yep. One after the other.
Okay. Conscience, same difficulty? The 6 anyhow, or?
Straight 6.
Okay. Guys, this is
Fantastic is what it is.
Oh, yeah. There we go. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 ones so far.
Okay. Sorry. All right. So you're left floating there, trying to, assess and figure out, and just left with, just your thoughts. And you're brought, reminded of recent failures, but recent successes, and you come to the general conclusion that with the growth you've done just in the short amount of time from being spiritually consumed to this point, you've done a lot, and you're like, yeah, it all balances out. You feel good about it, like even the recent inadvertent, attempted murders and everything. It's all good. It's all fine. It's worked out.
It's it's
Uh,
karma. It's karmatic. Yeah, that's right.
And then as your thoughts go on, you're like, can't hear anything, can't smell anything. I don't feel anything. Like there's nothing touching me. I have no sensation. I can't even hear a heartbeat, which one would think if that's all you could hear would drive you kind of crazy. Hearing nothing starts to cause you to freak out. Like it's peak sensory deprivation combined with not knowing where you are, what's going on. Just you can feel you yourself starting to freak out. The beast seems fine. Like that one nagging thing. It's the only thing not starting to go a little past stir crazy.
Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. I'm just gonna, because I feel like we're just grasping at straws here. So yeah, I'm gonna use the Malkavian time thing again and just try to intuit my way through this. Actually, you know what? No, even better, because this is way better.
Better is
Eyes,
good.
Eyes of Chaos. I want to use my Eyes of Chaos if I can.
Man, this is great. It's awesome. Let me get it in front of me. That way I have rules reference.
Yep.
By the way, if you're watching this and you're the person who made the V20 like module for the Forge, I would super appreciate a compendium that I don't have to hand type out.
Be nice.
Like, I really would. Not quite there yet. Did I pass it now? I'm all over the place. Eyes gas. Hmm. Okay. You know what? You can. Uh, it will be a difficulty 9,
Excellent.
but you can. Yep.
Excellent. One.
One success. Well, you got one question.
Okay. Mm. Yeah, we're gonna go with Is staying put here a bad idea?
Oh, wait. No.
No. Okay. 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 we're just gonna try to move forward again if I can try to willpower this thing.
Sure.
All right.
But you're trying a roll that you have recently failed.
Mhm.
That increases difficulty by 1.
Mhm.
So it's 9.
9. Yes. I feel like excellent.
Mhm.
Excellent.
So you
Okay.
like you go to pull yourself through the void, through this mental ether you find yourself in, and you just kind of start to feel like you're like spinning,
Yeah.
like in place.
Can imagine myself just kind of like flailing in the air, just trying to swim in different directions and just and I'm not probably sure, and I'm probably not even sure which way I was supposed to be going anyhow, because I'm all turned around, and I'm not sure which way was the right way anymore.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's definitely a which way is up.
Yeah.
A dived too deep, don't know where you're going type of
Yeah.
which way is up.
Okay. We're just gonna, I guess, stew in the thoughts and the old brain juice.
All right. I'm gonna leap on to the next guy
Yeah,
then.
that's fine. Go for it. Yeah.
All right, Oliver.
Please don't leap onto me.
Yeah, I'm never doing that one again.
I was
So
gonna test Dragomir. I was gonna have him just roll 1d10 to see if it was a 1. Sorry.
if that's how you'd like to start your turn, that's fine.
Every roll has had a 1 in it. So if he just rolls 1 dice, is it gonna be a 1?
Yeah, it's a good question. Let's find out.
Oh.
Nope. It's still a fail though. So
That's
that part's
consistency.
consistent.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was just testing, I was seeing.
Well, no, see, I can't. I'm not botching right now. I'm just failing. So, yeah.
All right. So you've recently left the Cappadocians. You've split from El Chaduba, and you're headed back. You're headed back to, your bakery.
Yes.
You get there, the door is been open, the slots or the window frames have been pushed up and open, and your crew has already started gathering to make the bread on the inside.
This should go well.
They all like the one out front pumping water, trying to get the well to pull up his bucket. He sees you first, and he's like, "Boss, Oliver, hello.
Hey.
Is everything okay?"
I don't know.
Okay, well, I'll let you go. I'll leave you alone then.
Okay.
Walk past. Walk in through the front door, and the guy throwing wood into the back of your oven stops, waves, great big like Forrest Gump seeing Lieutenant Dan giant wave. Two guys that throwing flour into the bread trough. They stop. They both say hi simultaneously to you.
Hey.
One closest to you says, "Is everything okay, boss?"
Eh,
Good. Want to talk about it? Your guest said stepped out, so there'd be no one to over here.
that's no big deal.
Okay. Well, if you feel like it at any point in the day, just let us know, and we'll leave you alone while you're doing the books and everything.
Great.
Right? Head
Walks
on
off.
downstairs. You can hear him going. He doesn't look like he's doing super great. Like, did he seem like down to you? And one's like, I don't know. He seemed kind of like he was just kind of having one of those I don't care days. Which suggests, something's up, but he's always like super friendly, so he'll tell us if he wants to tell us. All right, see you. Head downstairs, close the door, bar the door, because you don't want anyone walking in on you.
Mm-hmm.
This would be about the time Paul would be like creepily watching at your bakery to see what's going on, but that Paul died like game one and then was replaced. The next Paul died and then another Paul died. I honestly don't remember how many Pauls existed at any point in time. I assume they've all died.
There's one with brother.
Bernardus?
Yeah, I about called him Tiberius. I couldn't think of his name.
Well, yep. He's brother Tiberius from Jerusalem.
From Jerusalem.
All right, so you hunker down.
Mm-hmm.
Feel the sun starting to come up. Feeling it force you into slumber. Are you going to fight it? I'm assuming that's a no. All right, then I'll head over to Asmodeus. Asmodeus,
Yeah.
you can feel the sun. It's about an hour out when you've encountered this wolf man thing. Would you kindly roll an occult intelligence? The difficulty is 8.
Would I be able to use keen memory?
Yes.
I've turned into Dragomir.
So you're staring
No.
at him.
There's like only one there. Okay, like you needed at least like 3 more, and a success. So it's not.
You're staring at him. You've managed to keep the beast from freaking out, but now that you're looking at him, you're like, I know what this is. I know what I'm looking at. I have to know what I'm looking at. Like, how could I not know what I'm looking at? There's this obvious giant wolf man in front of me. Everyone knows what those are, but you're drawing a blank. Like, you come up with absolutely nothing.
Okay, so he looks like an animal, right?
Yep, he looks like a shaggy dog man,
Okay, I want to
but not the shaggy dog man. I'm sorry, what?
I want to use Whisper to the Wild.
Okay, that's where you talk to animals.
Yes,
Okay,
and if I can get enough high enough score, I can command them.
You can indeed. Let's open it up. And it is Whisper of the Wild. All right. It says here that your difficulty starts supposedly at 5.
Yes.
All right. Are you going to use animal sounds?
I would, since I don't know what he is, since he looks like a wolf.
Okay. Well, so use. What are you asking him to do? What are you telling him to do?
He looks. He looks aggressive. I'm gonna. That's my thoughts. I'm guessing from the way he's holding himself. Is that true?
You could say it's an intimidating posture. Yeah.
Okay. Then I would say calm down.
There it is. Okay, so it's not a deadly or dangerous command, so it doesn't increase the difficulty, supposedly. Are you going to make eye contact while doing it?
Oh yes, definitely.
Making eye contact? All
Yeah.
right, so that would, based off the chart here, put the difficulty back up to 5. So I need you to make a roll. Let's see here of manipulation,
And
animal kin. Your difficulty is it's not going to work.
10. Okay. Got it. I still want to roll it just to see. Nope.
Well, you did actually roll a 10, so that's impressive.
So when I can kind of see that doesn't work, I'm gonna kind of hold one hand up and slowly move my other hand to the ground, grab a fistful of dirt, and throw it at his eyes, and run as fast as I can towards the palace.
Okay. Yeah, I'd say that falls under brawl. So a brawl dexterity roll. It'll be contested because you're throwing it at somebody instead of a thing. So he'll get an athletics dexterity roll to not be hit by the dirt. Base difficulty 6 for this type of thing. All right. So you like lean down, grab that dirt, and fling it right at him, and he's just like, and you take off running.
I'm using celerity and everything I can because he's a big, scary wolf guy.
All right. So spend your blood point. Let's see if he's got a way to contend with that. Look, this book. No. What is this? Maybe it is that. Okay, that's the best he's got. Awesome. All right. So as you're top speeding it away from him, you hear him make a comment. It goes a bit like, seems he knows I only have 2 speeds, slow and get fucked. And I need to make a manipulation expression roll, but my difficulty is your willpower roll. No, it's your road rating. So what is your road rating?
5.
Fine. This is going to go
Higher than I expected.
go well. 5. You like very briefly feel this urge to start laughing, but it like the wave goes over you and you're able to push past and literally just not have that compulsion to burst into laughter. And he's going to give chase because you're running. So how many dots of celerity do you have?
I think only 1.
1. I mean, you're
Yeah.
still fast. Okay, so his.
Yep, it's just 1.
Trying to find his speed on his sheet so I know where it's at. Ah, crap. Okay, fix that one. Yep, not there. Not there. Not there. Wait. All right, what is your run? Like, what's your on your sheet? What's your run say?
Let's see if I can find it.
I found it under the combat section on the werewolf sheet. I found it under the combat section, which
There
is
it
the
is.
gun.
32.
32. Okay. He's never going to catch you. You are 6 speed points or whatever above him, so you are gone. It doesn't take you particularly long to get to the palace. Are you doing anything to try to obfuscate being chased? Like while you're running?
Probably not.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be just straight path there.
Alrighty. You get to the villa, and there's a small like crowd of people moving in and about the villa. They don't appear to be vampires, right? It looks like it's servant staff and mortal guards. Like there are men dressed as like Saracen warriors. They got the baggy clothes, the turban, but they are definitely not like they are white guys pretending to be Saracen warriors. Right? They have the big sabers. They've got all the accoutrement to help them blend in, but you get a feeling that he has purposely hired men who, if they were to wear, say, a falsely muscled chest plate and a particular, plumed helmet, they would be more akin to a Roman soldier than they would be a Saracen. But yeah, and inside you can, since it's an open layout, you can see his seneschal like barking orders, and each one is in preps for the master to leave for the day, as he does every day. He's going to be about town, and then his rotation of guards are currently with him, but they need to. His daytime rotation of guards are with him, but his servants need to get cleaning, get everything ready for his daytime visitors.
I will, once I reach them, I will slow to like a normal running speed.
Uh-huh.
And I will just start yelling. Move, move, move. There's a creature. There's a creature. And just run through.
All right. Just give me a moment here. I gotta do something. So many menus within menus that I've set up. Nope. That one. Nope. That one. Yes. All right, so you're moving at regular pace now?
Yeah.
What is your average speed? Your like non souped up running speed?
32.
That's like your jog?
No, jog is 16. My run is 32.
Okay. All right. I'll make that difficulty at 7 because yours is higher, and roll. All right, so you start yelling, you start to work your way through the crowd of people moving in, and the two guards just out front cut you off. Each one has pulled a sword and crossed them, and you and everyone that was working their way in is now barred. And they say, "Hold."
And can I tell if they are human or not?
Do you have aspects?
I do.
Do you have read the soul?
Pretty sure I do. Yes,
You
I do.
I'm asking these questions for people who might be watching for the first time.
Yeah, okay. I had to make sure because I thought I did. But...
Oh, well then I'll always ask then every time it pops up.
Yeah.
All right. Give me a
Perception,
empathy, difficulty 8.
This should be wonderful. Oh, okay.
4
4
successes.
successes. I broke
Alright,
my
so-
Dragomir curse.
All right, 2 successes let you detect like main color. both of them, their current color is red. But it's like splotchy. Like they're spots of like a grayish pink obscuring the red. And mixed in with the primary red color is a light green. You get the feeling that they're just not going to trust whatever it is you're going to tell them. And there's just an ever so subtle like wave of like a orangey pink that just kind of rushes over them, suggesting that yes, they might be angry, thus red, and distrustful due to the light green, but they are finding this claim of a monster, a creature, to be quite humorous as an attempt to try to get through them. Yeah.
I will.
And they're both definitely ghouls.
Can I see the seneschal from here?
You can. He has his eyes like locked directly on you.
Then I'm just gonna stand there and look back at him, and I'm gonna use telepathy,
Uh-huh.
and tell him that a man turned into a wolf in my house and chased me.
Okay. They'll give me an empathy perception roll. Difficulty's 5.
2 successes.
He gives you a look that you've got to be shitting me type of look, and he stops one of the servants and whispers something to her, and this servant girl makes her way through the other side of the crowd. Everybody on the inside's watching you now, and she walks up to the 2 guards and she pulls one down and says something. You hear her say that the seneschal says to allow him to pass, but no further than the entryway. And then as she starts to walk away, the seneschal starts to walk towards the door.
I will just step inside to where she said and stay right there and wait for the seneschal.
Nope, that's not him. Urgh. Come on. All right. He finally, slowly makes his way through. He tells people certain things, certain orders to continue to work as he passes them. And he grabs you by your arm, which gets a bit of a gasp from everyone because you are dressed not like a beggar, but more like a leper to hide yourself. And he pulls you off to the side and he says, "So you came here being followed by an angry gangrel. This is where you came."
Prince is here to protect. Correct.
By protect, are we talking about the city? Are we talking about his harvests? Or are we talking about his subjects? Or are we talking about you?
All of the above.
Well, then you're only correct on 2 of those points. He is here to protect the city and the harvest.
This thing could take the harvest as big as it was.
It's a gangrel.
It
You ran away from a gangrel.
didn't look like any gangrel I've ever seen.
They're the only monsters, the only creatures that exist is us. It was a gangrel. Or a very remarkably hideous Nosferatu. Do you have mirrors where you live? It could have been your own reflection.
No. I do not. Sir. I came to bring you this information because it is a threat to our way of life here in the city.
Now,
When I say our, I mean our kin.
when it comes to the gangrel, I can believe that.
Sir, I can tell you this was not a gangrel.
All right, I need you to make an expression manipulation roll. Your difficulty is an 8.
Can I use well reasoned?
Yes. Two?
Nope.
Nope. Oh, 2 is previous.
Yes. Yeah, two was the previous one.
It took a little bit for it to pop up on my screen.
Yeah.
He looks irritated. He obviously doesn't believe you, but at the same time, he doesn't look like he's going to do like anything about it. He's heard you out.
Do I know with telepathy if I can send a picture, like something I've seen?
Yeah, you can.
Like an image, like what the wolf was in my house?
Yes. It would be an intelligence subterfuge roll.
I am going to ask him first, sir. May I show you what I saw?
Sure.
And you said what was the roll?
it's a intelligence subterfuge roll. Normally, you're rolling against how many willpower points someone has. He's just letting you in, so it's base difficulty of 6, just to see if you can accurately project the image.
I would think I'd be able to use keen memory then.
I mean, it's fairly recent, so most definitely. 1.
One success. And I'd like to kind of project how he turned from the man into the wolf, and
So, like, you know that picture of Sonic where it's lopsided and it's like he's got stick legs and big shoes and stick arms and big hands, and the perspective is kind of off. Like, it's Sonic, but it's more Sonic than Sonic the Hedgehog. That's kind of the image of the werewolf, like the werewolf that you just encountered is. It's you get across that it's bigger than you are. You get across that it was definitely muscly and animalistic, but it doesn't quite read as intimidating as like your beast suggested it was. Um, the Seneschal takes a moment. You can tell he's pondering it over. And he says, well, I still believe that is a gangrel. But that is obviously an exceptionally powerful one.
has any such gangrel declared themselves recently or in the near past?
It's hard to say.
He also said his
You
name
are
was Yakov.
city-based. Say what?
He also said his name was Yakov.
His name was Jackoff.
Yakov. Yakov,
Smirnoff.
also known as Chaser.
That is the name of a gangrel, if I've ever heard one. Well, I'm not happy that you chose to yell that out there, but you were right to bring the attention of it.
With all your staff, I was trying to get them to disperse just in case he did keep coming after me. So
I'm
that was the
sure
reason for the yelling.
something else next time, if there is a next time.
Fire.
Think you're fired?
No, I will say that there's a fire or something of the
A
sort.
fire. Yes. Yelling fire is much more believable. Right. So move along.
Thank you for hearing me, at the very least.
When the sheriff returns, I'll have him look into it upon the morrow. As of right now, the sun is coming. It is time to find somewhere to sleep.
Sir?
And then very loudly says, "All right, you have your coins." And he literally puts a sack of coins into your hand. He says, "Leave."
And I'll send it to him telepathically. I'll return these tomorrow.
No, that is your reward for telling us about the intruder.
And I'll kind of play it up and bow and take off. And I will go to. I am going to, once I'm out of view, I am going to hightail it to one of Dastan's clubs.
Okay. The one you're closest to probably won't let you in.
I will go to the nearest friendly place I can. since the sun is almost up.
Okay. So the nearest friendly place that you can think of is probably the Church of the Holy Sepulchre.
That's where I'm headed.
All right. You know you're not going to be able to find Aisha because of the literal time clock you're running against. So you're going to have to make it past some very awake and observant nuns to get to the Undercroft and into Nahum's abode.
I will as soon as I get in, I'll grab some like rags or something, or as soon as I find something, and act like I'm carrying them throughout, since it's a hospital, and if I'm right,
Yeah.
and kind of try to blend in and make my way to where I can get into the Undercroft.
All right. You know, there's always linens, clean, dirty, moving about or being left where they're easily accessed. You know that roughly straight in is that access hall that they had all uh, the victims of madness from the stirrings of Malkov just not too long ago. So you know there's definitely that hall and space which you can probably move through without any issues. So just give me a stealth dexterity roll. Difficulty 6. 4 successes. Yeah, you're able to grab a bunch of linens and make your way through without really picking up a whole lot of attention from people. I mean, I do have a question though. Don't you have obfuscate?
I do,
Okay.
but after the encounter, I have the silence of death, which really just takes care of sounds and stuff.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I don't have anything else.
Okay.
Yeah,
I got
I
you.
can't go invisible or anything yet.
All right. So you get to the stairs. Are you going to keep the linens with you for like your exit in
Yep.
your morning?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll use them as a pillow until.
So you head down the stairs. You can feel the sun getting closer and closer. The urge to sleep is starting to grow due to its approach. I need you to make a willpower roll and then a survival stamina roll.
At a 6.
Add a 6. 3.
3 on willpower.
All right. So as you're setting up the next one. Oh, there it is.
1.
All right. As you approach the bottom and open up the door, you feel the weight of the sun. You've not often stayed up this late. You tend to be in your place within an hour, maybe even 2, before you're having to deal with it. And that you start to feel yourself like rock and then tilt into the space, not even into like the catacombs, just through the door at the very bottom of the stairs, and you waking yourself up and stumble in a few steps, and you hardy yourself up enough to make it past the catacombed facade and get to spots where he has his scrolls and his what you assume is probably his herd or maybe even his own retainers. You get to that spot and you can hear the clank of some ungodly amount of metal. You're probably a breastplate hitting the floor or wherever El Chaduba is about to lay down, and you're spent. Right, you make it that far, and you just kind of tilt forward, and before you black out from pure sun power, you feel yourself being caught by somebody, but you're gone by the time you're within their arms. All righty. Dragomir. You're incorporeal, but you feel an irresistible urge to spend a blood point and wake up.
Excellent.
You've never really consciously experienced that point where you go from probably technically dead to being alive again. And for the briefest of moments, you can feel your beast ache a deep inhalation of energy that comparable to the best yawn you ever had after waking up while you were alive. Followed by that same intense hunger that it always has before it is potentially dulled down by however many blood points you might have, which should be quite a bit considering you fed twice off of Asmodeus.
Yeah. I've got 13 at the moment. So
I'm only down 2 technically.
And then as you're rotating there, finally getting past that freak out from the nothingness, that your guide point returns. And you suddenly think, well, that wasn't very long. Like, why did I freak out? Like, so little time has actually passed. Silly me. But another party is like, no, you just experienced a full day's worth of time.
Yep.
You had
Yep.
to. But you find yourself able to at least pinpoint the positive direction that you were traveling.
That way. Okay. Is this another willpower roll? Start my day.
I mean, it is if you want to move.
I do want to move. Maybe.
Go.
Staying at 6.
Yep, back
Just-
to 6. Successes.
What?
Okay.
Shocked, guys. I'm shocked.
Asmodeus. You're still, best way to put it, deep in sleep. That small moment of trying to push past it has you sleeping in, as it were. You're somewhat aware of the fact that you're not laying on dirt. You're on some sort of like hayed mattress of some sort, or maybe it's just a pile of hay. Who knows? It's quite comfortable considering what you're normally on. And then you're very aware of a violent gut punch. And your eyes blink open, and of course you spend your 1 blood point to wake up. And standing above you with a gauntleted fist is El Chiduba, the knighted woman with blonde hair, and she is staring down at you.
Have I met her before?
You have. She's not talkative at all.
I'm just. How did I get here?
She just looks to the doorway and points.
Did I come in your door?
She looks very confused at that. Then she shakes her head no. And then starts to reach out towards you.
I'll just sit up real quick.
And then she points. And you're able to get that look this time, and there's this mousy looking man with like a tonsure haircut, but he's not wearing like a monk's robes. He's wearing very basic like peasant's garb. But doesn't, I don't know, the material seems off. It's the right beige coloring that most people wear under anything else. It's just as baggy as all the clothing in the region tends to be, because you need the bagginess for airiness to help wick off sweat. You don't want anything sticking to you. But it doesn't have the rough look that a lot of the cheaper fabrics does. It looks very, I don't know, shiny. From what you can tell, like it catches light kind of oddly compared to most fabrics you've encountered. Hi.
Hello.
You collapsed coming in the door, so I caught you.
No. Thank you. I
Uh,
was
you've been
at a disadvantage.
sleeping in my bed the whole time.
I'm sorry. I was. The story is a little lengthy, I believe, but I would share it with you if you are okay with that.
Well, I'm of course a little curious, but you know, a comfortable bed is a luxury I don't need on the path I'm attempting to walk with Master Nahum's guidance.
And your name is?
Elrond.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Thank you for the use of your bed for the rest. I would have been in my own home, but there was a man that turned into a wolf and chased me.
That
I
sounds scary.
Yeah, it kind of was. I really thought I was going to die, like a final no more me. But I made it to the palace, told the seneschal, and he-
I suppose he was angry.
yeah, yeah. So this was the closest place I could get to before sunup, and
Yeah, that makes sense. Your your friend should be hopefully waking up soon. If you want to go
yeah, Dragon
to
Mirror is
him.
here. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Um, Once again, thank you for your hospitality and your use of the bed, and thank you for not.
She just glares and like silently snarls at you.
I'll walk out at that point. Can you take me to him? Is that okay?
I sure, yeah, this way.
Thank
No.
you. This,
And he like you walked through this space before, so he's not really showing you a strange path. It's almost straight. Like you leave his room, you make a right. There's like a small curve, and it enters into the lengthy hallway that is Nahum's main living space. You pass all the different alcoves where books and his students are uh reading or meditating. You can turn back and see the door you collapse coming through, and there sitting atop the sarcophagus in which Dragomir's chair is leaned up against is the ancient man named Nahum. His hands are on, like, or his forearms sort of resting onto Dragomir's shoulders, hands somewhat on his face, like from behind. A weird Vulcan mind meld style grip going on. And, his center eye is open and glowing, almost painfully bright to look at. You're not quite sure how no one else is thrown off by how painful it is to look at it. Like, they just seem to move about and pay it no heed whatsoever. But it's real close to staring at a bonfire while you're 2 feet away from it. Type of painful for you.
I'll kind of look away because it's a little much. But Elvin is. You said he's gonna be waking up soon.
He should.
Is there anything I can do to help? Or
Well, I gotta clean the bedding. You can come help.
I probably shouldn't be in there again. I don't think she appreciated me being there
In where?
in the room where I was at.
Oh, no, she's just mad at you for being here.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
Right? I have to gather up everyone's bedding.
Oh, everyone down here or upstairs?
So he walks over and, like, puts his hand on your face and then opens your eye and does one of these, then does it to your other eye and does one of these. It's like, you don't look drunk. You don't look like you've been drugged.
I usually don't have bedding, so I don't know how that works. Sorry.
So we get a big tub of water and something abrasive and usually some sort of, soap. Never mind. Use a cleaning solution. No. A thing to get the dirt off. Nope.
So you
I'm
put
going to
them
go
in a
back
tub
to
of water?
soap. Anyway, we get soap. It's just, it comes in bars usually. It's made from fat and lye, and you rub that onto the clothes and then rub that onto the abrasive thing and clean it.
Interesting. Sure. I'll help. What do you need me to do?
Okay. And, like, he says, follow me. And then he takes you from each, like, every few alcoves, there's one that curves off a little bit. And some might be like a little short hallway with just a couple roughly hewn rooms into it. Some are long hallways, and it looks like people have removed where bodies should sit to set up like a bunk bed style situation into the walls. And he just starts grabbing the bedding and unceremoniously yanks it off, spilling any sawdust or hay or anything that was being stuffed into their bed all onto the floor. And he says, someone will come and sweep that up and gather it and burn it somewhere else. We're just worried about the actual cloth part itself.
Okay. So
And then he hands you the cloth, and you repeat this ad nauseum for a couple hours, or until you get tired of following him around and having him just throw other people's very gross, very dirty sheets and linens.
I'll make conversation while we're doing this and say, how long did you think it would be until, towards the beginning? I'll say, how long did you think it would be until Dragomir was supposed to wake?
Well, we were under the understanding that it would take like a full day night cycle, which it has so far.
So I'll go for like 20-30 minutes, and then when he goes around and starts, yanking the part off, I'll drop the linens and take off.
Okay. Okay. All right. I want just move on to Oliver.
Yo.
Spend your blood point to wake up.
I don't know if I feel like it or not.
I mean, you may not feel like it. I mean, that's a good. It's a valid point. Make a willpower roll.
I spend it. A willpower roll?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Two successes. All right. I mean, it doesn't matter or whatever, but might as well. You've done it every day so far. No point in not.
Yeah.
Right. So get upstairs. You guys have cleared out, just like they're always gone when you get up there anyways. What are you doing?
I guess I'll go find Muscle Mommy.
Okay. Fair enough. It's a bit of a walk from your bakery to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. So you'll be heading down there in a bit. I'm going to see what Casper's doing. Casper, please spend your blood point to awaken to the night.
We regain a willpower point when we wake up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just making sure. Because I was getting low on them. Now I'm going to go into Brother Barnard's.
Okay. There are two of his retainers sitting on the inside. They both seem unresponsive.
I'll look around, like poke one of them. They didn't greet me at all.
No. You poke one, and like his head slowly turns to look at you, lifts up a bit to look at you in the face. There's a hint of like recognition, but that's about it. And then, like, as he goes back to just staring ahead of him, the retainer he's sitting next to, like, gives a bit of a shiver and then coughs a few times and then starts to go back to staring somewhat catatonically in front of him, both just sitting on the floor. You don't see Paul anywhere. So,
If
that leaves
only I had
Thomas and
Dragomir with me.
on the brain. Work brain. Thomas and
I only remember Paul.
yeah. Nope. Nope. It's Immortals. They're Immortals. Nope, not Immortals. Where did I put them? Because all I can remember is Paul.
Paul the Second.
Thomas was the stretcher, I think.
Yeah, possibly.
I don't remember
Man,
if
I
it was
feel bad
Timothy
now.
or
Timothy, that's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Timothy.
No, his spine is somewhat normal.
I'm gonna.
From what
Can I
you
roll
tell.
medicine to see if I can tell what's wrong with him? Oh no, I know what's wrong with him.
Sure. Medicine perception roll.
Nope.
I mean, they're masters of Malkavian. They're probably just doing one of their Malkavian things.
You know, hey, gonna like lean to where I'm like right in uh the one on the left sideline and go, hey, have you seen Paul?
He looks at you, then looks at the guy he's sitting next to, looks back at you, looks past you or through you, and then very slowly stutters out a no.
Okay. I'm gonna slowly go. When was the last time you saw him?
So an uncomfortable amount of time begins to like pass. And then you get a
I'm just gonna go, well, checks notes. Gonna look around, see if there's any food sitting around.
there is not. There's no food. There doesn't appear to be any like cups, so at no point does it look like they've had anything to drink.
Wait here. Don't go anywhere. I'm gonna like make a mark as I walk by, like next to their foot,
Okay,
basically. So I'm checking to see if they move at all.
right.
Like, and I'm gonna like run and go get them some food. I'm gonna test something.
Okay. I mean, it's early evening, so the markets are still somewhat busy. They do all practically shut down entirely by, like 10 at night. But any of the main thoroughfare, you'll still find someone selling something. And of course, there's all the taverns that do most of their business around this time. So finding them food is not a problem. I mean, beyond just a little bit the amount of time it takes to do it. You know what I mean? Get there, get it. If it's fresh, it's collect it. If it's something cooked, waiting for it, that type of thing.
Yeah. I'm just gonna grab the easiest, like a big chunk of cheese and water, like a big wine or jug or something. Just the easiest, quickest, like food and drink source I can find.
Right. Okay. We've got resources, right?
Like one or two, not much, but enough. Hold on.
That one should be enough.
Well, let me
to-
make sure before I lie to you. Yeah, one. Yeah.
One. All right. So yeah, you can afford it. It hurts a little financially, but you can afford it. So you get, a basics like charcuterie board, cheese, a summer sausage of sorts, and something to drink, and deliver it to them. And when you get to there, your mark is unmarred. In fact, their hands haven't even moved from the spot to see any of the dirt from where they might have been touching have moved. Like it's still a stillness.
So, do I remember anything from anything I've read or spoken to my maker about ghouls when they've spent too long from their master? Just like if they ever do this, is this a
Uh,
normal thing?
Give me an occult intelligence roll. Difficulty 7.
Oh no.
Okay. So you know that depending on how steady their feed has been, can affect, the blood bond because you've experienced that yourself. And you do know that each bloodline has like a little bit of its unique problem carry over to their retainers after a while. And some ghouls, but not all, can become addicted and react similarly, but not identical to, someone who is heavily addicted. Usually, they become more obsessive on their addiction and less withdrawals, but it's not 100% unheard of. And this is a bit like withdrawals. Like, one of them is definitely having, cold sweats going on. The other one seems on top of it maybe emotionally gone. Maybe.
Probably not normal.
Right.
Okay. Test number 1. I'm gonna hold my hand. I'm gonna hold a piece of food in front of the one on the right. I'm gonna say, "Eat this."
There's uh he looks at you, looks at the food, and takes it and eats it, and within a few moments throws it up.
That's not good. Wasn't expecting that. I'm gonna go to the other guy. Eat this.
He just kind of looks at it.
Do I have anything to help me with this? uh, I don't believe I do, but I don't want to do that. Trying to decide whether I make it, whether I try something. I'm gonna open his mouth and stick it in there and like work his jaw.
Okay. I uh brawl dexterity? Yeah, it's the closest thing I can think of. Yep. So yeah, you put the hunk of cheese in there, manage to make him bite part of it off, and you give it one of those like mastication assistants. You choose,
All
sort
right,
of.
like tilt it back and then do the thing, throat,
Okay.
like make
Okay.
it go down.
Uh, yeah. Medicine manipulation roll? Yes.
This is gonna go well. Hey,
Congrats, he swallows.
gonna wait and see if he throws up.
He does not.
I look at the other guy. I'm gonna give him another piece, but like, eat this, but don't throw up.
So he takes it, eats it, and you can see him fighting, like after a little bit, not to throw up, but then he throws up. And this time, because there's vomit already on one side to him, he just opts to just kind of let it go.
All right. I remember in that book we found about the Solomon, there was a picture of the amulet, correct? Or description?
No, the thing that he said was found on like in the door, and that he
Yeah.
had the 3 different writing styles on it. It had like a hand scrawled note with it. It wasn't like in any particular book.
Right. Okay. Yeah. But like I saw like the design on it, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, since there's a lot of dirt around, let's test this. I'm gonna take and I'm gonna make whatever like logo or whatever you would call it, runes, however it was the amulet's design, I'm gonna make that on the floor around them in the dirt.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna let's try something. I'm gonna try and force them to recite the prayers for protection that I read about. Let's see if this
Okay.
helps. I'm spaghetti in it.
Get
Just throwing everything at the wall.
a craft dexterity roll.
Okay. So my book specialty wouldn't help.
No, not really.
Yeah. It seems
Oof.
bad. I feel like this is one that I'm gonna go ahead and use one of my luck points on. This feels important. Or not.
3.
Okay.
You managed to replicate fairly clearly the look of the whatever it was, like, since it's a chunk of a door, right? All the intricacies of it and everything, you managed to get that down as best you can around them. And then an expression manipulation roll to try to get them to
Mhm.
like repeat after you.
Do I use it already? Holy cow. It's early in the night. Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
It takes some coasting. Like, you very slowly get them to start to repeat it and follow your example. Beyond pulling them out of their catatonia, it doesn't seem to be having any effect beyond that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. Success. I'm just gonna continue doing that for a while.
Okay.
Just like making them repeat it like over and over. Uh, and if like I get them to a point where they're like continuously repeating it, like as I'm trying to get them to do, I'm just gonna like I'm just gonna pray. Be like, oh, I hope this works. Help me out here, Lord. I need this one.
You know what? There's no real effective roll for that, but give me a willpower.
Can I spend a willpower? No, just kidding.
I mean, you can.
Nah, that feels weird. I refuse to do that on principle if it feels weird.
Accepted. 3. Okay. At the moment, I'm just going to let that sit. All right.
Fester.
Yep. Oliver, you arrive down into the catacombs. You open the door. You're greeted with like a curt bow from El Chaduba. And she just kind of like points in the direction towards Nahum and Dragomir. And then she says one word, Nosferatu. And she does not say it happily.
And I look at her and I say, Cappadocian.
She steps like behind you and then points over your shoulder and says, even more angrily, Nosferatu. Pointing down the hallway.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay.
So I guess I'll point up the stairs. Cappadocian.
She kind of grabs you by the shoulder and starts to push you down the hallway.
Stop. What?
Asmodeus, you're a while ago you gave up on helping and went back to kind of watch but stay as a safe distance away from what you're seeing to a point where it doesn't hurt like where you're at. And you can hear clanging and stomping coming down the long hall, approaching you. The sounds of an angry armored woman. In front of you, you see Dragomir begins to like twitch ever so slightly, like those unconscious movements like your hands do just before like you wake someone up, like you occasionally see it happen. You notice his eyes begin to flutter like he's dreaming. He begins to show activity of waking up. And as that is occurring, you see that Nahum's eye begins to dim. Dragomir, you've been moving fairly well now for it's either mere moments or forever, right?
Yeah.
And as you've been getting closer and closer to this beacon, and you hear, that's it, that's good, you're doing well, it's time to wake up. And you feel we're going to go with psychic slap, right? Like it's an impact on your person. Let me just open it so I have the appropriate thing. Nope. No. Did I pass it? Pass it. Okay. What is your current static willpower, like not your willpower points. Where's your willpower at?
Oh, well, my max is 5.
5? Okay,
Yeah.
your max is now 4.
Ah, excellent.
The price needed to pay in order to have this done. And you feel yourself coming to. It feels a lot like what you can maybe remember of waking up like when you were alive, right? That slow, groggy state before awake, like instant awake. And you're instantly aware of 2 things. One, Asmodeus is within like direct eye shot of you from your chair. And someone is dragging a whole lot of pots and pans down the hallway and it's coming right at you.
Um, hey, um, did you stay here?
No, I just got here.
Who's cooking?
And with that, you see Oliver being forced through the entryway into this section of the hall by the woman in armor.
Oh,
Oliver.
I think she's mad at you.
who's she? Who are you?
I'm
You've-
I'm Oliver.
I don't think I've actually talked to her.
No, but you have
Yeah.
seen her.
Okay.
That's Kuya.
She nods.
Dragomir.
She says, "Hello. You've been a guest here for some time now." In Arabic.
I was getting ready to say,
Okay.
"What the hell, you speak?"
Okay. I'll talk back in Arabic. Say, well, I appreciate your hospitality. Sorry if the members of my coterie have caused you any problems.
She
Kind of look between her and Asmodeus. Like,
She points to Asmodeus and says, "He entered unwelcomely."
yes, that would be a very severe breach of etiquette, and um, I'll talk to him about it for you if you'd like. And we'll be out of your hairs. I'll look up towards, like, guessing Nahum's above me.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
right above you. Like his beard is like resting roughly here on your head.
You don't want to
Guess
know what
this-
else is resting on your head.
I guess as
Does
soon
this
as
look like cue to you?
guess as soon as I get the okay from him that I can go.
Yeah, you're good. Well, as good as you can be. And he climbs down like off from behind you, and
You were that light I kept seeing or something? Is that right?
oh, I've never been told it's a light, but yes, that would have been me.
Yeah, you like disappeared for a while. It was really, really quiet. Like, not just quiet, like it was nothing. I think I almost went more crazy.
You don't need that.
Um, well, that is the curse of your blood. It's possible, but not likely.
I agree. Thank you, by the way. Sorry to be imposition on you and your. Is she a bodyguard or like what?
Niece? She's my niece.
Family. Okay. Um. Well, sorry to be an imposition on them, and that my companion here was.
Oh no, he's fine. She's just very protective.
That makes sense. Makes sense. Yes. Um. Okay. Hey, where's Casper?
Is it finally in English again?
I ask you that, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nahum was responding. Like if you asked the first question in Arabic, he responded.
Yeah. Okay. I was staying
If
in
it-
Arabic, I guess, until.
If it was in German, he responded. Like
I don't know.
Okay. Well, that's
Well-
fine, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know where he's at right now, but we were looking for Casper or for Oliver for a while. Then we kind of had to give up because we couldn't find him.
Okay. Um. I'll look at Asmodeus. Sorry about biting you the other day too, or other night.
It's okay.
Something
You were-
wasn't right ever since we visited that house.
Yeah, we kind of figured that.
I'll look back to Dom. What was that? Do you know? I mean, I just felt hungry, like always hungry. Like I drank and I could not stop. Like, it never felt like it was enough.
you can see he's pondering like how to answer that. He mulls it over. Like you can see him chewing on like some word before he finally says, "It's best to consider it an outsider." Or an unwelcome hitchhiker.
Welcome. That's
No,
going around.
a parasite.
Parasite within a parasite.
And you know what, guys? It's a little early, but I'm going to call it there because that is a good spot to stop.
All right.
So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it with us tonight. If you first time here, hi. If you've been here before, welcome back. Thank you for sitting through this again. There has been a usual. I provide an interesting tidbit at the end of things, but not today because I'm going to hand out 4 XP.
Like experience.
Yeah. So you get one for showing up, and one for playing, and one for just because. The fourth one is a lot has happened to get to this point, and no, a singular quest has not been shared amongst you, but lots have been dropped off. So thus a fourth point has been given. Do any of you have plans, or are you just going to sit on it?
I don't know
No.
yet. I'll have to look.
Might do something with mine. Like I went from four willpower to 5 willpower a while back, and now I've got to potentially do that again. We'll
Sorry.
see. No, it's fine. It's good. I like it.
All right. Well, while they figure that out, once again, thanks for joining us, and remember, don't play in the dark. Bye.
See ya.
Bye.